matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick slant complete to Melton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1st and 10, Taylor now. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro sends a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of a quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. That's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, flushed out right. And some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A give for Taylor running right side. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He's able to find Melton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38, Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. The 20. 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try to make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. To the 43, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Tua. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.